friends, my name is Mailynn and welcome back to my channel. I'm a flutist, performer, and music teacher located in the city of Kamloops, British Columbia, and this is my channel where we do all things flute, so thank you so much for joining me here today. In today's video, we're going to be learning the New Year's theme known as Auld Lang Syne. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. As always, if you have any questions throughout the video, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. I do my best to answer them as soon as I see them. Also, if you're having any issues when it comes to practicing, feel free to check out my free practice guide, also located in the description down below. It gives you 8 really easy steps to follow to help guide your practice sessions. Alright, so let's just get right into today's video. So as previously mentioned, I will be teaching you how to play Auld Lang Syne, also known as the Happy New Year's theme. So I'm going to be taking this transcription from 8notes.com. A link is going to be in the description there. It is free, not sponsored. I just really like their website. They have a really large library for players of all levels, great for all of the beginner pieces there. So I will be transcribing this down an octave from the original flute quartet score. So if you're interested in reading the original score and its original octave, feel free to check out the link in the description there for a copy of that. So I'm going to put up my transcription of the score right over here. So we're going to go through our first 6 starter bits before we get into clapping, counting, and playing the piece. So number 1, we're going to be looking at our key signature. So we're going to look in between the treble clef here and our time signature to see if you have any accidentals. So we do see one accidental, and that is a B flat. So that means we can be in F major or its relative minor, D minor. So we're going to look at the first and last note to see if you have any indication of the tonic of either of those keys. So we are playing a pickup bar, but if you look at the first full bar, depending on how I transcribe this, we're going to look at the note on beat 1. So we do have an F there, and then at the end we also play an F, so that is a high indication that we are in F major. We're going to make sure we take a glimpse at the piece to see if we can find any of the indications of the minor key. So how you find the minor keys, you can either go up 6 letter names or down 3. I like to go down 3, so that means F, E, D. So we're going to see if we can find any of the raised 6th or 7th, primarily the 7th. So you're going to go down 1 semitone from the tonic of D. So if you're looking on a keyboard, you're going to go down 1 key, and that is C sharp. Or you can also see if you can find any B naturals. So we're going to take a look at the piece. I don't see any, so I would say we are in F major. Number 2, we're going to be looking at our time signature. So we are in 4/4 time, so common time. So that means we have 4 quarter notes per measure. Number 3, we're going to be looking at our tempo indication. So we don't have anything written in the score here. So after listening to a few times in different recordings, I'm going to play it at a quarter note equals 90. So I'm going to clap and count and play it at that tempo. If you find it's too fast, always go back into the playback settings. So clicking that little gear and playback, and then you can either slow it down if you find it's too fast, or if you want to play it a little bit faster, you can always make it a little bit faster and then experiment with that. Number 4, we're going to be looking at our dynamics. So at a glance at the score, we don't have anything written here. So I would say to play at a nice mezzo forte or forte sound. So that means moderately loud to loud, really focusing primarily on a beautiful, warm sound with lots of clarity. Number 5, we're going to be looking at our articulation. So we don't have anything really written here. We do have some slurs, so just make sure that you do note them when they are there. So primarily over the dotted quarters and 8th notes, not always though, but otherwise we only have them in 3 spots. So make sure that you do highlight them, either by drawing them with a pencil or by literally highlighting them, whatever works best for you. And then number 6, we're going to be looking at our roadmap. We're going to see if you have any repeats or decapos, and we don't have any here, so we're just reading it from top to bottom. So let's clap and count this piece. So just make sure that whenever you're clapping the dotted quarter and the 8ths, that they are lining up correctly. So if you wanted to write in that rhythm, it would be 1 and 2 over the dotted quarter, and then the and of 2 would go on the 8th note. Now we're going to clap it. So again, a quarter note equals 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Alright, very good. So you should notice that there's a lot of repeats of the same rhythm over and over and over again. So what you can do is you can actually write in with a bracket what that rhythm is. And essentially once you learn that one line, so I'm primarily looking at bars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Essentially you've learned the piece. The only thing that changes is the third bar to the end. Then you just have an extra 2/8 notes rather than a quarter note. Alright, so now we're going to get into playing the piece, and before you do, make sure that you do have any of the letter names written in if you're uncomfortable with them. So you can always cross-reference that with the fingering chart that I have located in the description of every single one of my videos, so making sure that you have the correct notes and then the correct fingerings as well before you get into playing. Alright, so now we're going to play with the flute. A quarter note equals 90. 1, 2... Alright, very good. So again, if you do have any troubles with that, especially with the low notes, make sure that you're using really nice hot air with a more wide embouchure, and then as you go higher up in range, making sure that you push it forward just ever so slightly like you're kissing someone, and then getting the airspeed a little bit faster as well. Make sure that if you do want to play along with me, to stick around to the 4-part accompaniment located at the end of this video. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. As always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, and if you have issues practicing, check out my free practice guide. Also, if you like the video, make sure you click like, and also to subscribe for more videos just like this. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. Happy New Year's, or whenever you are watching this video, and as always, happy fluting!